Ben, some positives to bring away from the Coventry game last week. Of course, now it's about building on that again.
Yeah, I think, and the Bolton game as well. We spoke about it this week in terms of performance levels, chances created, our entries into the penalty box, shots, expected goals, everything, was good. We need to build on that and turn it into results. But as you say, lots of positives. We're pleased in terms of where we've gone in performance levels, but we need results to match that now.
Yeah, and the squad numbers will be boosted. I suppose your options will be boosted because you have the players that were signed too late to play last week. They'll be available for you this time. Do they come into your thinking now, or is it your team pretty settled in some ways?
No, we've got the squad in place now, and we've got a couple of knocks which we're assessing this morning, just in terms of the squad for Wycombe. So a couple of decisions to make on that, but we're happy with the squad and where we are. The players are gelling together and the new players are fitting in, so it's early days for them. They've only had this week in terms of training and fitting in, so but we're happy with where it's going, and as I say, we're assessing a couple in terms of tomorrow, and then we'll select the squad and the team from that.
Yeah, how important has that week been though for the new arrivals to have a full week of training before they play, rather than just coming in on a deadline day and having an hour or two here or there?
I think it's been huge for all the players, to be honest, because it's the first full week of training we've had since I joined the club. So it's been nice to have that extra time and be able to bed some new ideas in and build on what we're trying to do. The new players fitting into that, but also the players that have been here a long time, getting the time with them to work on certain things. So it's been a good week in that respect, and again we're hoping that translates into a good performance and a good result.
Yeah, Wycombe, tough place to go. They're flying high in the table at the moment. What do you expect going to their place?
I think their home form's been very good. As you say, it's a tough place to go. Very good at what they do in terms of direct play, a lot of long balls, set pieces, and what's coming. We know what's coming going there. We've prepared for it. It's also important that we impose our style on the game, and we've spoken in depth about that this week. So we need to stand up to what Wycombe do. We know what to expect. We know what's coming. They do it very, very well. But then we need to impose our style on the game and areas that we can hurt them.
Yeah, in some respects, is the pressure more on them and not so much on yourselves going into this one?
Possibly, the pressure on us is from ourselves. We want to do well. We want to build. We want to win games. So we're creating more internal pressure and our own. We want to build our own identity and our own style here. And we adjust to the opposition, but we don't go away from what we're all about. So that the pressure will come internally from us as a group in terms of what we want to do and what we want to achieve. Whether there's pressure on Wycombe, I don't know. That's their side of the fence. So we concentrate on what we want to do and the pressure that we create here as a group.
Obviously, a lot has changed since the last time these two sides played. Goalless draw back then. You weren't here at that time, but can you use that game as a reference points at all from the players knowing the opposition, etc.?
Yeah, I think you learn from each game that you play, and obviously from playing earlier in the season, there's points to take from the game. There's been massive points to take from the last 3 games. So we're learning all the time. We're adding to what we're doing, and we're trying to improve day by day, week by week, and that will be an ongoing process. There's a real burning desire to get results, because we've been disappointed with results, especially over the last 3 games where we felt that we've deserved a lot more. But we need to maintain that fuel and that hunger and take it into Wycombe on Saturday. Yeah,
your opposite number there is one of the longest serving, if not the longest serving, isn't he, in the Football League at the moment? Is he a manager that you admire?
Yeah, very much. I think when it just goes to show that when a manager's given time at clubs and they stick with a manager and give an opportunity to build something, and I think Gareth's done that really, really well at Wycombe, and they've got a strong identity. You can see the culture that they've got at the club, but that's been built over time. They've as they've recruited and gone along, they've evolved what they're doing. So full credit to him for what he's created there, and I think it goes to show that when clubs do give managers time and give them the opportunity to build something, what sort of thing can be done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've got a quick turnaround after this one because you're playing again midweek. There's a lot of talk about the winter break in the Premier League. Would you have liked to have seen that come down into this level as well?
I think it would be beneficial. For me, the traditional games over Christmas, in terms of Boxing Day and New Year's Day, I think are part of our culture, and I think they're really, really important. But why we need the game between Boxing Day and New Year's Day is beyond me, because the quality suffers. The players are tired. The quality of the game suffers, and the spectators are paying to see good games, and you don't always get that because of the amount of games. So I think we need to maintain our culture and our traditions in terms of those games, but if we could lose the game in between and possibly have a break somewhere in January, I think it would benefit the standard of football in this country. It would reduce the number of injuries that clubs suffer, and it's about everyone coming together, because I think everyone wants the same thing. We want the players to be fresh and be able to do their best. The fans at every club want to see the best standard possible and the best level of football they can, and same for any TV games. They want to see the best standard possible. So I think there's ways to improve it, without doubt. We can keep our traditions, we can keep those important dates within the calendar, but with a little bit more thought around things, I think we can improve with a break or certain gaps within the season that will then allow the quality to be higher over a longer period of time.
Good luck, Ben. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.